Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Bijan. Nice to meet you if you're new here, and welcome if you are new. For most of my life, I thought there was only one right way to do things. One right way to stay organized, one right way to stay clean, one right way to do literally everything. Every time I couldn't do it the one right way that my brain assumed that it needed to be done, I assumed I was the problem. But lately, I've been asking myself a different question. I'm asking myself, am I trying to fit my brain into someone else's version of what their normal is and not my version of what normal is? Because we all have different versions of what normal is. I used to think changing my approach was cheating. So if I needed little reminders for everything, if I needed to break tasks into smaller steps to get to them, if I needed to leave things sitting out so that I knew where they were, I was cheating the system, taking a shortcut, not being the best version of myself, being lazy. But now I realize I wasn't cheating. I was adapting to what worked well for me and my brain, which was making me do what I perceived as normal because that was my normal. It was a different approach for helping me to function in a proper way. So why was I feeling guilty for doing it my own way? Society puts a lot of pressure on us to do things a certain way, or you're weird, or you're different, or you're too much, or you stand out. But really, it's just us adapting to things that make us feel comfortable for how we want to do things to make us be able to function better. I spent years trying to copy what worked for other people. I would see someone with a planner, a morning routine, a productivity plan, and when I was trying to do it myself, I was like, this is it. This is the magic way. If I do it this way, it'll stick. When it didn't work, I blamed myself, instead of asking whether this particular system was designed for a brain like mine, which, let's be honest, it wasn't. Routines, they work for me to a point. Planners, they work for me to a point. But having autism and ADHD, I'm in a constant battle, so I have to find ways that work for my brain specifically. So I started asking a different question. Instead of asking what's the right way to do this, I'm asking what's the best way for me to do this for my brain to make this the easiest on myself? And those are completely different questions. One of them is about meeting someone else's expectations, and the other is about understanding myself. Letting go of the word should has been harder than I expected it to be. I still catch myself saying, I should be able to do this without reminders. I should be able to do this without breaking it down more. I should be able to do this without asking so many questions to understand what I'm doing. But unfortunately, those thoughts don't disappear overnight. So I'm trying to replace the words should with what actually helps me. I'm realizing success doesn't have to look the same for everyone, and it won't. It never will. It'll never be the same person to person. It's always going to be different, and there's always a different road to get there. I'm still figuring this out. But one of the biggest lessons I'm learning is just because I'm working with my brain doesn't mean that I'm giving up. It means that I'm doing what's best for me and my brain. It means I'm finally giving myself a chance to succeed instead of constantly measuring myself against a standard that was never made for me in the first place. I was never built to win off of social normal standards. Let's be honest here. I just wasn't. No neurodivergent person was. The system is completely against us, but that's why we create our own systems, because there is a system that works for us, and we know that system best because we know our brains best. I'm not lowering my expectations for myself either. I'm just letting go of the idea that there's only one right way to do everything, because for me, that's not how life works. And honestly, it's been one of the most freeing parts of this journey so far. I can't wait to see where this journey continues to take me either. As always, guys, thanks for listening to me ramble. I hope you guys have the best night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.